Hello, I'm Caitlyn Poston, and I'm doing my persuasive speech over racism. Alright, now, I chose racism because it's well known, everyone knows about it, it's around us everywhere. It's not only known here, but it's known in other countries as well. And I don't know, it's just everywhere, and it's easy to talk about, but at the same time, it's difficult to talk about because it's a touchy subject. Alright, first I'm going to start off by saying, why? I don't understand why. I think it's just something else for us to discriminate people off of. Racism doesn't help anybody. It breaks everybody. It tears us apart as people, because we all are people, and the fact that we are discriminating and ranking ourselves on race, that one is superior than the other, is wrong, I feel. No one should be on a different level than you because of their race. You know, it's just really wrong. Racism is basically prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on their characteristics or their skin color, and it's based off of other people thinking that they're superior to that race. So basically racism starts with people who think they're better than someone else because of their race and their skin color. Like stereotypes. The stereotype is white people get everything, you know how that is. But really, why should we get everything? Even though it's sometimes, like, if you look at it though, sometimes it does seem like it's that way. But why? Why do we live up to the stereotypes? I don't know. Like, I was researching a lot, and I found so many different things, but they're all pointed towards, like, hatred towards one another, which is really wrong. Again, like, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't. Do y'all know who Morgan Freeman is? I watched his video and interview on YouTube over racism many times because it was just so powerful. He was sitting in his interview and talking about racism, and this guy, he was a white guy, he was talking to him about racism and asked him what he thought about Black History Month. Well, Morgan Freeman said, when's White History Month? He said, well, we don't have one. And he said, well, see, that's why. Then the guy said, well, I'm Jewish. He said, well, do y'all have a Jewish month, like, for all you Jewish people? And he said, no. And he was like, well, do you want one? And the white Jewish guy said, no, not really. And he said, well, neither do I. And I think that was just powerful, because why should we devote just a month to a race when it shouldn't even be that way? Like, no one should have just a month to celebrate their race. Why can't we just celebrate our races all at once, together, as one? I don't know. But also, this is the best one that I think, like, I would quote him on Twitter pretty much, but he said, the white Jewish guy said, how do we get rid of racism? Well, Morgan Freeman looked at him and said, we stopped talking about it. Quoted him right there. We stopped talking about it. And he's right. We don't talk about it, it's really not going to be anything. It's not even going to be a problem anymore, or an issue. Because if it's not talked about, then what is there to fight about? What is there to get mad about? What is there to argue about? There's nothing. Did you know most of the wars that we've been fighting are over race? Racism this, racism that. Like, you're a different color, I don't like you. Like, it's just awful. I don't think, going back to the Morgan Freeman thing, I don't think that we should celebrate a race. We should embrace them as one. Not not make a big deal out of it, but like embrace it. Like, hey, you're a different color, but we could still be friends. We don't have to talk about it. It doesn't matter because you're still a person. I don't know. Racism was just a big ordeal for me. I loved researching it and everything. And I just feel like it's wrong that we do that, because we really are all people. That's my point. I'm trying to get across that it really shouldn't matter what race we are, you know? But I'm glad you listened to me. I pretty much babbled, but sorry. Just trying to get my point across, trying to just talk to you guys. But thanks for watching, and that's my persuasive speech on racism. Thank you.